Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to talk about allowing other people's opinions to be equally valid. And this kind of goes along the same lines as my last video about recognizing the roles that we play, but recognizing that all roles that we play are equally valid. This goes along the lines of not being identified with the particular role that we are playing. When you you'll one of the big things that you'll know when you are actually identified with a particular path that you are in is when you have a very strong opinion about what you believe in, and you discredit the other side of the coin. You believe it to be negative and bad, and it may be not. It may be something that doesn't serve you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will not serve anyone. There may be some things that certain examples where I would say that there are certain acts that are inherently have a negative um, there is some negativity there that you could recognize, but that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody somewhere can get something positive out of it. Um, I'm not going to go into really how that would happen just because that's not really the point of the video. The video really is just allowing people to know that their opinion is valid, and that's really the only way that you could ever give them very good advice, or at least show them that there's another way of looking at it, by allowing their opinion to be valid, respected, honored, and then offering your take, but not expecting them to take it. Um, this happened to me uh, a few videos ago where I was talking about to an individual that wanted to quit smoking, and I never offer that as or never suggest that a person should stop. I I I, I really can see all views of things. I recognize that some people, and I would say a majority of people, would have a negative impact by smoking. It would be negative and impact towards their body. But I can't say that every single person would be, because there are a few examples of people that have smoked for long periods of time and lived to very respectable ages, and really didn't have any severe, I would say, health problems up until those later stages, where most people have some health problems anyway, just because there's a breaking down of the body naturally, and there's really no way to say that it was because of the cigarettes or tobacco or anything like that. Um, so there are a few examples of that. Um, so that's why I can never really say that this person definitely will have problems. There may be a very good percentage that they will, but how do I know? And that person, I was able to give very good advice on how to quit, because they actually asked me. They were asking me, about something, and I gave them very good advice. But that very good advice came from this place where I respected the fact that they were going through their particular path, and I respected the path that they were on. And I didn't demand that they be on a different path, that they should be on my path, or they should be, somebody that doesn't smoke. I didn't demand that from them. And so then that way you're kind of invalidating their own path. And when you do that, you're just not you're not in a place where you can help somebody. You're not in a place where you can really offer good advice, and that very seldom works anyway, is to demand other people to see it your way, see things in the way that you see things. You may be very much right for your particular path, but if you believe very strongly about things and you are invalidating the other side of the coin, it's because you are identified with your particular path, and the ego has taken over. It's living through you, and it's really keeping you away from the true nature of yourself. It causes struggle and strain, resistance, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that's something that will be um, detrimental to your experience. Um, I'm sure everyone is essentially identified with something. Otherwise, you really wouldn't have anything to work on. But those are good indicators for you to recognize that you are identified with your position and you're not respecting other people's opinions, other people's choices. And I would encourage you, if you do feel strongly about a particular path, a particular thing as it's the only way, to try purposely to research the other side, or try purposely to talk to people who believe in a different way, and try to really see where they're coming from. See if you can see some logic in the way that they are discussing. It very well may be something that doesn't serve you, but maybe it'll give you a way to kind of at least break through and be more open, and be more open to all possibilities. And that way will lead to less stress, more peace, more happiness, um, more knowledge. Um, because the knowledge really comes from that empty space anyway, the knowledge of the heart, the one that respects all paths as equally valid. Thank you everyone for watching, and take care.